Welcome in, everybody. What we have here is a classic 25-year-old box of 1999 Fleer Ultra Football. A shout out to B&B Sports Cards in Fairview Park, Ohio. I actually got this in a local card shop, believe it or not. They had a 1999 Fleer Ultra there. You see the Browns backdrop, you might know why, as a 90s kid, 1999 was a special year as a Cleveland Browns fan. We got the Cleveland Browns back as an expansion team, and I can remember Tim Couch was my favorite player on earth, at least for a few years as a Browns fan, and we all know, if you're watching this, you know how all of that went down. But I thought this would be, I definitely overpaid for it compared to what they sell for on eBay, but, I wanted to pick up a box that I could open today and, it definitely give me the nostalgia feels. That's, why I do these videos with the 90s boxes. Obviously rookie class, your best players are probably like Ricky Williams. He's a 10,000 yard career NFL rusher. Donovan McNabb. Torrey Holt. It's not a tremendous rookie class by any means. It's not like your 1998 one with Manning and Moss, and of course Tim Couch. So you can actually get some pretty good cards out of this. My chances are pretty fat, but they have masterpiece editions, one of ones for each card. They of course have the very famous platinum parallels that are numbered. Let's see if I can. It's kind of cool to. You could probably find this stuff if you Google search it, but it's pretty cool to check it out. There's going to be a gold medallion in every single pack. Gold medallion rookies are one and not even a box. They're 1 in 25, so they're basically saying in a 24-pack box, you're not guaranteed to get one. Back-to-back gold medallion edition, I have no idea what that even is, to be honest with you. They're a 1 in 50 pull. And then you have your platinum medallions numbered to 99, the rookie platinums numbered to 65, back-to-back platinum medallions numbered to 40, and then you have your 101 masterpieces. That's our parallels. There's 20 over the tops, 1 in 6, 15 caught in the draft, 1 in 18, so we can count on getting 4 of those 20 over the tops, at least 1 caught in the draft. And then there's 15 counterparts, 1 in 36, not guaranteed to pull any of those in a 24-pack box. 15 damage ink, 1 in 72, and 15 as good as it gets, 1 in 288. And as good as it gets, I feel like pretty sure that's a 90s Jack Nicholson movie or something. Anyways, let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling on this. All right, well, this will be fun. I actually, this particular set, I never did open as a kid. I did love Fleer Ultra. 98 Fleer Ultra was like the last Fleer Ultra set I really got into. So I'm gonna try not to take too long on these packs, but Carl Pickens, Alonzo Mays, Tony Brackens. Have no idea who you are. Oh, I got a rookie gold medallion. That's unfortunate because I don't remember John Thornton at all. Sorry, Tennessee Titan fans. Maybe he was somebody who was pretty good as an interior defensive lineman for you, but these are inserted 1 in 25 packs, so essentially 1 in a box. But that's not to say that we can't get more than one. We know how boxes went back in the 90s, and you can get some wacky things. Curtis Enos, Steve Berline. Oh, Tony G, 3rd year, but we'll put Tony G up in a little. I always like to have my Hall of Famer superstar kind of stat going, but so pretty big dud pack. I expect most of these are going to be that way. only going to hit a couple inserts. And really just hoping. I mean, obviously, it'd be so cool to get any kind of platinum medallion card, of course. Ooh, Charles Woodson. That's a second-year card for him. Randall Cunningham. Robert Brooks. Oh, man, David Boston. Rest in peace, buddy. Rookie Carl Pickens gold medallion. We'll put our gold medallions in that stack just for the heck of it. Mike Allstott. Vinny Testaverde. Nice little Jerry Rice. I like it. Charles Way and Chris Callaway. I will say this, Mike Allstott, you know, it's not worth anything, but I'm going to put him in my good stack because, man, the Tampa Bay teams coached by Dungy, when they first, when they switched their uniforms to the pewter, that was a fun time if you like the Buccaneers. I wasn't a Buccaneers fan, but I was a fan of them. It was a cool story. It was a, you know, terrible franchise, and you know, they actually, in 1998, you know, they made it to the NFC Championship against the Rams. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Sorry, Drew Bledsoe, that you almost died playing football and Tom Brady replaced you. James Hasty. Oh, hey, speaking of, we got Charles Woodson again on the gold medallion. Nice. Those are nice looking cards, actually. I have not seen one of these in person. The one thing I've always appreciated about Fleer Ultra, and if you watch my action-packed video, you'll know what I'm talking about. I love the photography. Like this is a 25-year-old football card set, and these are such clear, crisp. You know, you have to understand, this is a quarter of a century old. The technology for photography is, you know, it's obviously been heavily upgraded from 1999 till 2024. But when you hold these cards in person, you look at them, like, they're not any less of a product than a current, like, Panini product as far as the photography. Like, just the color, like, everything just pops. Ray Caruth, we'll talk about you. My running theme in these videos is, if you know, you know. We want to take that Ray Caruth card and probably burn it. And Ricky Running Waters, 10,000-yard NFL rusher, so we'll put him in that stack. All right, Corey Dillon. There's another 10,000-yard NFL rusher. Jake Reed. Wow, when they had Randy Moss, Jake Reed, and Chris Carter, you talk about just in, you know, a trio of receivers right there. Freddie Jones, Terry Glenn. That, you know, I'm getting older. You know, about to turn 40, and you know, it makes me sad to see this Terry Glenn card. I remember him having, like, one of the most outstanding rookie seasons ever from a wide receiver, and you know, he's passed away now. Tony Bracken's gold medallion. Will Blackwell. Torrance Small. Oh, yeah, seeing the Colts player, that reminded me. This is also Edgerrin James's rookie class. Rob Johnson, replaced by Doug Flutie and the Flutie Flakes. I'm trying to think, because 1999, I think, the season that happened. Oh, we got Emmitt Smith on the back. It's just a base, but I'll take it. I'm always happy to grow my Emmitt Smith collection. Rocket M. Smell, Antonio Freeman, all-time Packer. Oh, Peyton Manning, nice. I've never even seen this card before. That's, again, just a beautiful action shot. They just do such a good job with Fleer Ultra. Apparently there's some kind of Super Bowl subset. In 1998, as we know, the Denver Broncos knocked off the Falcons to go back-to-back, and John Elway retired. Michael Westbrook on the gold medallion. Ed McCaffrey talking about those back-to-back Broncos championship teams. Jake Plummer. Oh, wow. looks like he's down in this photo, but that reminds me of the Mahomes Super Bowl throw when he's like completely sideways, only, you know, Jake Plummer style via the 90s. And that's a nice looking Emmitt Smith card playing the Redskins. Again, just the way the colors pop, they're just really crisp, clean, nice football cards. All right, we're almost a quarter of the way through this puppy, and not, you know, not anything notable, but as I tell my family when I get these boxes, I'm like, I'm pretty much just burning the money up. TO, okay, a little, well, this would be like a third-year TO card. Simeon Rice, Dale Carter, and we got Ben Coates. I've talked about him in a past video. Dude was like a Gronk of his time, and I don't say that just because he's a Patriot. Drew Bledsoe and he were monsters together. Bruce Smith, we'll put him in our good pile. Michael Strahan. Again, they just get the photography. You know, I just love the photography. Wow, Gilbert Brown, big man clog in the middle for the Packers during like their dominant run in the 90s. All right, we are heading into, you know, I guess if we could say it's like a football game. We're now into quarter number 2 here. Kerry Collins, I did totally forget that he played for the Saints for a small stint. That's kind of nuts. Alonzo Mays, another Peyton Manning, I'll take it. Chris McAllister. I'm trying to think. I have not been seeing a lot of rookies. I don't know. In the 1998 set, the rookies were short printed. They were 1 in 4 packs, and I'm wondering if that's a similar case. But Chris McAllister, Brian Cox, now he's definitely a character. Rod Smith, he's a fantastic wide receiver. Kyle Brady, Tiki Barber, put him in he's a 10,000-yard rusher, and R.W. McQuarters and Kevin Dyson. Kevin Dyson, the guy that came up 1 yard short of tying the Super Bowl in the year that this card was made, in 1999. He was kind of, as a rookie, he was a bust. I mean, he ultimately was a bust. I mean, he's a first-round pick. He never really did a ton. But in that Super Bowl game, he could have made himself worth every bit of the pick that was used on him had he made it into the end zone. Tyrone Davis, Wayne Corbett. I'm sure for you Jets fans out there. And again, beautiful photography. Another Simeon Rice. Oh, we got Dan the Man Marino doing some kind of like looks like a shuffle pass to Bernie Parmalee. I see that Parmalee on the jersey, on the back of the jersey of the running back, and I remember Bernie Parmalee. Eric Allen on our gold medallion. We got Joey Galloway, who a lot better than probably a lot of people give him credit for. I believe the guy went over 10,000 receiving yards. He was always a deep threat every year. And we got Shannon Sharp, one of the GOATs at tight end. Stephen Davis, Herman Moore. I feel like every video that I do, I talk about how dominant Herman Moore was in his heyday in the 90s. Mushi Muhammad, the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots and for the 2003 season, Muhammad had a monster Super Bowl. Which, by the way, there's supposed to be an insert. You're supposed to get every 6 packs, and I'm like 9 deep, and I haven't even seen it yet. Terry Glenn, and there it is, the over the top. Pretty Pretty, you know, in my opinion, that's a pretty lame insert. It's like, why even have an insert that's 1 in 6 packs? It's basically going to be a worthless card. Obviously, Steve Young, Hall of Famer. You got Kevin Turner on the gold medallion. Coy Detmer, Ty Detmer's brother. Forgot he was ever in the league. Napoleon, not Dynamite, I wanted to say, but Napoleon Kaufman. Irv Smith, Charles Johnson, and Amon Green, who I forget sometimes he was a rookie in the 98 class, ended up doing his finest work as a Green Bay Packer after he left Seattle. Okay, we have got Michael Bates. Ryan Leaf, the second-year Fleer Ultra Ryan Leaf. What a tool bag. Although, you know, in all sincerity, you know, he's had an up and down life, and, you know, I wish the best for, you know, anyone like him who's struggled with addiction. James Hasty, Martin Grammatica rookie. Wow. Forgot Grammatica played and that they made rookie cards of him. Eddie Kennison, Sean Springs. I'm really hoping out of 24 packs, at least one gold medallion can be like a notable player. Kent Graham, Ben Coates, Chris, All I Do Is Catch Touchdowns Carter, and Warren Sapp. I actually met Warren Sapp this past summer. I went on a fishing trip with Emmett Smith through like an eBay auction for like an event to do a fishing trip with Emmett Smith, and it was cool because there was also Warren Sapp, Ray Lewis, Bruce Smith, Andre Reed, and Terrell Davis were all there, so that was pretty cool. And Warren Sapp, I'll tell you, he's every bit the character in real life than he presents himself on TV. Joey Kent, Rob Moore, Randall Cunningham, Dwayne Starks, John Kitna on the gold medallion, Hugh Douglas, Darryl Green, one of the best DBs that ever played the game, Andre Hastings, and Charles or Crumpler, I don't even know. You know, as much as I like to think I know a lot about my 90s football stuff, there's plenty of players I don't remember, and for all I know, they, you know, started for a team one season. Especially, we're talking 90s Seahawks here. So, Ricky Dudley, Anthony Simmons, Bill Romanowski, and it looks like we got a Damage Inc., which, hey, I'm sure it's not that valuable of a card because I'm pretty aware of all the 90s inserts that truly matter, but Damage Inc.'s 1 in 72, so it was a 1 in 3 box shot. Let's see who we got. Robert Edwards. That's a disappointment. Not sure how well you can see. It has almost like it's weird. It has like a matte finish, but like a little bit of a holographic tint to it. It's interesting. Really would have been cool to get. I don't know who's on the checklist, but probably anybody but him. I understand why he's in this set. He is a rookie in 1998, ran for like 1,100 something yards for the Patriots. He was a nice, I don't remember if he's a second or third round pick, but he stepped in for Curtis Martin, who signed with the Jets in free agency, and did an admirable job. And then he had a horrific knee injury at the Pro Bowl, like I think during a flag football beach game. Hey, there we go. Finally got Playmaker on the gold medallion. I'll take that. Oh, my man, Randy Moss. I was explaining to my son recently that when someone says you got mossed, that's because this guy would just jump up and snag the ball over everybody. It was so incredible to watch. He was probably like my favorite player in the world during 1998. So fun to watch. That game he had on Thanksgiving against the Cowboys where, like, you know, he goes 3 for like 160 and 3 touchdowns. Speaking of Curtis Martin, there he is in his Jets uniform. And that's just a nice looking card again. The photography that Fleer Ultra did was amazing. Fred Taylor, he's part of that 98 rookie class. And great, probably one of the all-time Jacksonville Jaguars, that's for sure. We got another one of those Super Bowl cards. That's Terrell Davis. Will Blackwell. Ricky Prohl, talk about postseason heroes. Billy Davis. Jacquez Green. Takeo Spikes. Nice. And Robert Holcomb. Well, I'm a little sad. I feel like the big hit in this box is probably that damage ink, and it was Robert Edwards, who, again, no fault of his own. He had that horrible Pro Bowl injury, but, you know, he was, you know, not the player you want to pull. So far during, you know, I've only put out, this will be my 4th rip. When it comes to, like, the box hits or big hits, I've been pulling like pretty much the worst people you could get that are on the checklist. Zach Thomas, got a Dre Bly rookie. Riedel Anthony, gold medallion. Tim Dwight, Ike Hilliard. We got our base, Michael Irvin, and Eric Allen. Oh, I'm sorry, I had not mentioned, we did finish the second quarter, and we are into the third quarter. This will mark the halfway third quarter mark. All right, we got Trent Dilfer. Him and Jeff Hostetler are probably the 2 worst ever quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl. Elvis Gerbach. Oh, we got a John Elway. We have a rookie of Monte Rager. Never heard of him. Don't remember him. And yeah, you can expect when cards are 25 years old. Hey, another Elway. Same pack. We got the gold medallion and the base. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like when packs are this old, you can definitely expect cards to stick. We got the Steve Young checklist. Another J.J. Stokes. Michael Jackson, not the singer, and Bryant Westbrook and Brian Simmons. So we're supposed to get those, what is it, by the numbers? I don't necessarily remember. A 1 in 6 insert, and I feel like maybe if you get a different kind of insert, it replaces that. Maybe that's why I got the damage ink. Jason Taylor. You got Burt Emanuel, another Randall Cunningham. Oh, Isaac Bruce, put him in our... Wow, Frank Wycheck, rest in peace. He just passed away this past year. The Music City Miracle. Jermaine Lewis. Leroy Horde. Oh my goodness. I didn't know he played this late in his career. Anyone who played Tecmo Bowl and is a Browns fan, you know Leroy Horde. And I had no idea that he was still playing this late. Or I'm sure I had an idea, I just completely had forgotten about it. Wesley Walls, Hines Ward. All right, I'll put Hinesy there. And Eric, wow. I did not remember Eric Metcalf was a Arizona Cardinal. That's another Cleveland Browns Tecmo Bowl special. Both in the same pack. Yeah, I mean, when I think of, like, you know, 90s Vikings running backs, of course you think of Robert Smith. Not, you know, I didn't know Leroy Horde was even on that roster. Troy Davis, Elvis Gerbach, Vonnie Holiday, Kevin Johnson. Man, we're on a Browns run here. We went, I remember Tim Couch first round, Kevin Johnson second round. Kevin Johnson had some admirable seasons, I mean, given the circumstances. Oh, man, Robert Edwards is he's just part of our lives in this box because we got the gold medallion Edwards. Mike Pritchard, John Kitna, speaking of Robert Smith, there he is, and Joe Juravicius. All right, last pack of the third quarter. We're not doing so hot, I'd have to say. It's fun, but we're not doing too well. Robert Jones, Eugene Robinson, Darian Gordon, I vaguely remember him. Another one of those lame inserts, John Elway. Jake Reed, that would have been cool if that was Randy Moss, but well, it is what it is. Keith Poole, Aeneas Williams, which Mike Vanderjack, as Peyton Manning would say, our idiot kicker needs to shut his mouth. Our idiot kicker is liquored up and running his mouth. And sadly, I have to waste a card in my life on Mike Vanderjack. All right. We got Jermaine Crowell, Brad Johnson. He's definitely another one of those. Well, to me, Brad Johnson is a cut above Jeff Hostetler and Hostetler and Trent Dilfer, but we're some of our lower tiered Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. Another Terry Glenn. Oh, we got one of those Super Bowl cards of John Elway. I got two different gold medallion John Elways. Marshall Faulk. That's just a pretty looking card. The blue and the white just pops. As a matter of fact, he was playing on the Rams in 1999, and that trade must not have happened as of the time these cards are printed, because he's still listed as a Colt. I've seen some of these cards, like, look, right here. It'll say traded in a stamp. Because, like, if you look at the photo, Ty Detmer, you see him as a Niner, it lists him as Cleveland. And I remember he went to back up Tim Couch. Barry Sanders, very nice for a base card. And Kimball Anders and Chris Slade. All right, we're down to 5 packs. Could we maybe still somehow find a platinum medallion? I don't even care who it is. It's just, they're such rare cards. All right, we got Mark Brunell, Eric Moulds, Mark Chimera, Tim Brown, Napoleon, not Dynamite, but Kaufman, Ray Crockett, wow. Leroy Glover, Derek Alexander, Jim Harbaugh, the coach, and it's actually it's a nice, I mean, it says San Diego Chargers because he got traded, but it's just nice photography. You get the quarterback down under center. All right, 4 packs to go. Very disappointing on, well, all accounts. Inserts, parallels, all of it. Yes, I expect to get, like, good base card players, but we got Steve Air McNair, Bryce Paup, Andre Wadsworth, more of the Super Bowl subset stuff. All right, we got Andre Reed on the gold medallion. At least he's a Hall of Fame receiver. Rest in peace, Junior Seau. Antoine Smith, part of that first Patriots Super Bowl team. And Brett Favre, and you gotta love, again, the photography on this thing. It's just, you gotta love it. You see the snowfall. Nice action shot of Brett, probably running around. For all I know, he's about to, chuck up one of his interceptions or one of his amazing touchdowns. You just never knew with Brett. He's such a crazy gunslinger. I loved watching Brett Favre play. Of course, it's hard to root for the guy because, he could, if you were hoping his team would win, he could rip your heart out in 2 seconds because of his, some kind of, we got something going on. I don't even know because I'm not familiar with these inserts in this set. We got Brian Greasy, Jim Hitchcock, Sam Madison, and vomit, Cade McNown. So if y'all watching this, you remember that 99 quarterback class was like so heralded. At the time, it was compared to like the 83 class. You had Tim Couch, McNabb, Achilles Smith, Dante Culpepper, Cade McNown. He went to the Bears. So this is that 1 in 18 pack insert. So I forgot we were going to get one of these more than likely. And I mean, really, it's going to be caught in the draft's going to be all the rookies. There's way more duds than there's going to be. In my opinion, like, I know this has 90s vibes, but it's just an ugly insert. Like, there's nothing redeeming about this card. Even if I had pulled, like, Edgerrin James, Torrey Holt, McCown, like, or not McCown, McNabb, I would have been like, ugh. Barker, Charlie Batch. All right, we got Ray Lewis and Ty Law and Greg Hill. All right, 2 packs left. 2 packs left. All right. Eric Kramer, Troy Drayton, Warwick Dunn. We've got our over-the-top 1 in 6 pack. Looks, to me, this is uglier. I'd rather have a base card. Like, would you rather not have that awesome photography, that action shot, or that stupid, ugly thing going on in the background? Robert Holcomb, Tony Simmons, Le'Veon Kirkland, Frank Wycheck, Eddie George Checklist, Keyshawn Johnson. And the final pack. Could we get some last pack magic? Probably not. Peter Boulware, Garrison Hurst, Jeff George, Gary Brown. Well, hey, I'll take it. A gold medallion of Falk. Oh, TD, Terrell Davis, Bobby Ingram, Greg Ellis, Deuce Staley, and Curtis Conway to round it out. So, that is 1999 Fleer Ultra for you. I would say, you know, it was fun to open, no doubt. Especially, it's fun to open a product where you know you have the chance at getting, like, really popular rare parallels or one-of-ones. But you know that, like, your chances of that happening are pretty slim. The base set, I think, is amazing. They're beautiful cards. The photography, Fleer Ultra, that's hands down. Fleer Ultra's always been like an industry leader, at least back in the 90s for photography. So I like that. But obviously not a good box. So you know, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and watching. I'm actually I have a lot of 90s boxes on my watch list on eBay. I'm hoping, you know, I'm looking to try to rip 1996 Select Certified. You know, you want to talk about a high ceiling box from the 90s. That's definitely one. You have the mirror golds that are like they're not numbered actually, but it states the print run on the box, and I think it's the 30. The mirror golds are, I've seen them in person before, and they're beautiful looking cards. Any of the mirror cards from Select Certified are beautiful. I also have my eye on some Select Premium stock, as well as just all kinds of things, all the way from, you know, 93 Upper Deck through the 1997 Fleer Ultra, actually. So I don't know what I'll rip next. It's really going to depend on what I end up buying off eBay. But definitely, you know, if you haven't subscribed already, I'm pretty sure that's how YouTube works. If you subscribe, you'll get a notification when I put out a new video. So you'll find out whenever I rip it and put it online. So thanks again, and hope you enjoyed. Take care.